Welcome back, guys. It's Cricut time. If you guys haven't watched my videos about my Cricut, I'm kind of obsessed about it, so you're going to be seeing some videos. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Candace from Crafting with Candace. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you're returning, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate your support and always coming back to see me. In today's video, I was playing around with adhesive foils. So when I got my machine, I'm a newbie. I don't really know much, so I've been trying pretty much everything to see what I like, just cram my head full of knowledge and learn as much as possible. So I'm going to take you through the things that I've learned about adhesive foil with my little project that I did with my coasters. Let's go ahead and get started. So I went ahead and made some of these cute little coasters. I just found these little clay coasters from the little Target dollar aisle, and I thought I'd put little decals on them and just kind of try it out and see how it works. To start off, I didn't really like the feel of these little coasters. They kind of have like a powdery residue on them, which I assume wouldn't allow vinyl to stick to it very well. So I went ahead and cleaned them with alcohol, and then I just used a plain Mod Podge to seal them. Yeah, I just used the matte Mod Podge to, like I said, to seal it and take that weird texture away. Like, I'm a texture person. It was not a thing for me. Yeah, I was not down with it. So I went ahead and just coated it in that, which you do, Mod Podge is really thick, almost like a glue. So you have to just be very careful. You're gonna end up getting streaks pretty much no matter what you do, but if you use a very soft bristle brush and do it as thin as possible and just go over it several times before it gets too tacky, you can get rid of a lot of the streaks. So that's what I did with that to try, like I said, to try to get that weird feeling away. And then I went ahead and designed the designs for the coasters. I have square and I have hexagon coasters. They came in a pack of 3, and I just wanted to do a fun little design on there. Because I am new to the Cricut world, I found it easier for me to just not worry about that and to use my Canva. So canva.com, they do have a free version of it. I happen to have the pro because I use it. I'm on there pretty much daily, creating all kinds of different stuff. Like, I just created some business cards, which they just came in and they are the cutest. They're so cute. Anyway, sidetracked. So I use canva.com for everything. I'm not sponsored by them by any means, but it just is something that's very helpful for me to make my thumbnails and edit different images that I have. And then also I've created a lot of like images and things prior to having a Cricut on there and like gotten them out of the system. So I've just found that that's really easy for me. And on the square coasters, I knew I wanted to do some kind of floral print. So I thought I would just use that to design what I wanted to do and make it easier on myself because I'm familiar with that program. So I went ahead over there, I pulled some of the images. I think I did end up going with a pro image. So if you don't have that, you don't really have access to it, but it's not a difficult image that you couldn't just go find somewhere. So I think it would be easy for you to duplicate something similar. Basically what I did is I used the logo template because I know that that's a square or closest to it. And I took my flowers and I just made big ones and small ones and kind of layered them out into a pattern that I thought was cute. And then I downloaded it out of their system. And whenever you download out, there's a little button on the side that says make background transparent or something of that sort. And I clicked that button. That way it doesn't have anything on the background. And then I uploaded that into Cricut, which if you don't know how to do that, there's just a little upload bottom on the bottom left. You click that and it kind of walks you through the steps that you need to do to import it into Design Space. So after I did that, I put it in there, and I know that my coasters are 4x4. So I just went ahead and got it laid out how I wanted. I copied and pasted it 3 times, and then I went ahead and went up to the top and changed the dimensions to be 4 inches by 4 inches. And if you have it locked, it does it for you. So you can just, whatever one, like if I knew what my width was 4 inches, I type that in, it'll automatically size it to what it needs to be. So yeah, I did that and I got it ready, and I decided to use the purple foil adhesive for it. So I went ahead and got that cut out, loaded everything up, put it, do your typical thing, put your vinyl down on your mat, blah, 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 load your machine, get it printed out. So here's where the fun began. I knew that it's a little thicker than vinyl. I assumed that it wouldn't be as easy to work with, but guys, it wasn't horrible, it wasn't difficult, but also you can see in this pattern, I have so many little details. So what I was finding that because it's thicker, my transfer tape wasn't really grabbing onto it and pulling it off in one foul swoop. What I ended up having to do is, as I'm slowly pulling it back, using my weeder and very slowly pulling it back and then flicking the edges of it to where it would fall down onto my transfer tape. And when I say fall down, I mean it wasn't free falling. It stayed exactly where it was supposed to be because part of it was already, when I had it, kind of lifted up, the other part was still touching the transfer paper and it would just kind of fall down into place, which wasn't hard to do, but if you're not careful enough, and some of the things were so small that they could move on you. So that took me a little bit of time. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't oh, I'm never doing this again, but it just wasn't as expected. I even used brand new transfer tape to make sure that it had maximum stickiness, and it still just would not stick for me no matter how hard I tried. Excuse me. So yeah, that was the one thing that I did come into an issue with, was just getting it to stick to the transfer tape and making a really easy transfer onto the coaster. I did do 2 versions of it, so I wanted 2 to be the same, 1 to be different. If I would have had a set of 4, obviously 2 and 2, but I didn't. So I kept the original one that I had, and then I did a reverse weed on the other one, to where the stuff that I was taking off and weeding out on the first one, I weeded out on I didn't weed out on the second, and I did it just pretty much opposite, which I think gave it a cool little, oh look, we're a set, but I'm a little different. So I think it's fun. I think they turned out adorable. I'm going to show you guys a closer look of them at the end, but let me go ahead and grab them. I'll just grab 2 of them because the third one's the same as this. So look how fun these little patterns are. So they're nice and shiny, so they catch your eye a little bit. And they're just fun. And like I said, these came from Target, so they do have little foam things at the bottom if you have some. I know some people use tiles, but you can just buy these little things and stick them on. But I think these turned out really well. And then what I did end up doing is taking my Rust-Oleum clear coat. I have a matte sealant, and just to kind of give these a little extra protection so that they aren't peeling up too easily or getting damaged in any sorts, I gave it a couple good spritzes with that clear coat just to kind of help seal it in and give it a little more protection. So again, stick around to the end and I'll show you a closer look of these. And then for the second set, if you know me at all, you know that I love puns to the dad joke extent. I love it. They crack me up. Anytime I get a chance to just insert one into, it's happening. So when I was doing these coasters, I was like, oh, what can I do with these? And I was like, oh, I can make them about the coast, and I can make little puns about coasters and coast and whatever. And so that's what I did. I just came up with these little phrases and sayings, and I designed them in Design Space and kind of put them together, all 3 of my little designs of what I wanted it to say, which I think I'm funny. So I think the one says, hold on, I have them right here. Let me just read them. This one says, coasting my way to vacation, dreaming of the coast, and the coast is clear, let's head to the pier. Oh no, time for the pier. I had to change it up because of the way the lettering was posted. So the coast is clear, time for the pier. Because I think they're fun. Who doesn't want to head to the beach? I know I'm ready to be there right now. So that's what I decided to do, and I wanted to use the blue foil on those just to kind of like make you think about water. So yeah, I designed those in Design Space. I took their little images from there as well. Just measured how big like the hexagon is and tried to visualize how it would look on there. And then did the same thing. I loaded it up, printed it out, and because some of the words were so small, that's where I really had the issue, because when I was peeling it back, obviously, I had to do the same thing. I had to just kind of use my little weeder and like flick them down onto the transfer. But let me just show you. So on this one, for instance, look how small those letters are, which typically with regular vinyl wouldn't be an issue because for the most part, you can just scrape it and then it'll stick and then it'll stay. But it just wasn't staying because then, of course, it wanted to stay on the transfer tape whenever I couldn't get it to stick for the life of me on other parts. So you can see that there is a little bit of a blemish here because this this T and H stuck to my finger. Here's what happened. I shouldn't be telling you guys this, but I want to be honest with you so that I'm trying to help you learn too. What happened is when I was peeling it back up here, I was having an issue with it staying down. I think it was with the sun. And so I was using my weeder to try to like push it down and have it stay, but it was so thin it was having a hard time sticking. And then when that happened, the other two stuck to my finger, like completely off of it onto me. Hey. So I was very annoyed because I had a lot going on and you only have two hands. So I just took a deep breath. I got my little reverse tweezers, pulled them off, tried to place them back down. And actually, now that I'm like remembering this actually happened when I was trying to stick it to the transfer tape, not whenever I was putting it down onto here. So yeah, it was when I was trying to stick it to the transfer tape to transfer it over. Which you can't like super tell unless you look close, but I will say, and then like the words with cursive, which usually, look really good and clean because it was sticking. So it was easier if it was an individual letter because when I would put it down to stick it to the transfer tape, then I was done and I could move to the next. But when it was connected, it kept still trying to come up the entire time until that full word was down. So I don't really know if there's a trick to the adhesive foil. My trick was to just stay patient and calm and use that. I also used a safety pin because the weeder was a little bit too big on some of the really tiny things that I needed to weed. So I just used a safety pin and like flicked it out. And that worked great on both the floral and these coasters. So trying to think what else did I do. I mean, I did the same thing with this. After I put them down, I took them outside and I spritzed them. I also did the coat of the Mod Podge to try to get that weird texture to go away. Yeah, I think they turned out really cute. So this is the one I just showed you. And then this is the Dreaming of the Coast, which I took the T off and I replaced it with a palm tree because I thought it was cute. So hopefully people get what I was doing there. And then the last one was the Coasting My Way to Vacation, which if you can tell, I reversed how I put some of them on. So I put this one on with the points at the top instead of it flat, which are just little details that I pay attention to. I don't know that anybody else would. Yeah, that's pretty much the process of what I did. Like I said, if you guys know tips and tricks and can help your girl out, put them down in the comments. I would love to hear how you guys do it. If there's an easier way, like I said, I'm brand new to this and I'm really trying to learn, but I just wanted to share with you, like, it was a successful project, but also there were problems, and that's going to be with anything. But yeah, I'm learning very quickly. I'm loving this machine. I'm loving the projects that I've been able to put out. I've done all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to learn if there's anything that you guys would like to see or have me give a try so that we can share ideas back and forth and, just talk things over. I would love to hear from you. Yeah. If you haven't subscribed, please do become a part of my little crafting family. I would love to have you here and have you know whenever videos are posted so you can see what all I'm up to. Not everything is going to be Cricut related. If you've not seen any of my other content, I do all kinds of stuff. I follow my heart and I do whatever inspiration flows my way. I just love crafting in every aspect. So if there's any projects that you would like to see, let me know. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to take you guys in for a closer look. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. I feel like I have a very aggressive brow right now.